Ani Buju, this is Indigenous Insights, Eagle Radio's weekly Anishinaabe radio program. This is Mitch. We're back in the studio. I have a co-host with me this week. Go ahead and introduce yourself, co-host.
Hi, my name is Stan Spruce.
Stan Spruce, back in the UP.
Back from Hawaii.
About a month now, right?
Yeah, I've been home a month.
Have you gotten used to the cold temperatures again?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. It's not too bad today, though.
Yeah, the last couple of days has been in the 40s. I can handle that.
That's not too bad.
0 and 20 below that I haven't affected me yet. So, it's
not too
looking
bad.
forward to that.
Yeah, good old. It makes you appreciate the summer more, though.
Yeah.
It absolutely does. So where were you at in Hawaii?
I was on Oahu. I lived in an area called Pacific Palisades, which is about 4 or 5 miles from Pearl Harbor.
4 or 5 miles from Pearl Harbor. And what was the temperature? What was the temperature right now, like today?
Right now, I can pull it up on my phone, and I can tell you, I still have the access to the Honolulu area weather. Let's see. It says sunny and 34 in Lawrence. Oops.
Which is a good day for us.
Yeah.
That's not too bad at all. I mean, that's light jacket weather.
It says cloudy and 78 in Honolulu.
Cloudy and 78. So everybody's probably got their light jacket on there too, right?
Yeah, yesterday they had a flood advisory. They had lots and lots of rain.
Oh, yeah? Did you get a lot of rain when you were there?
Not so much. A couple days here, a couple days there, but for the most part it was anywhere between 80 and 88.
80, 88. I lived in Arizona when I was in about 3rd grade, and I remember the drastic differences in the temperatures. I'd wake up in the morning, it'd be really cold, and then in the day, it'd be really hot. Was it like that there, too? Or did
No,
it
not so much. It's it would get down in the mid-60s, and then, like I said, during the summer, it was 84 to 88, but right now, it's mostly in the high 70s, low 80s.
That's not too bad.
No.
So what kind of activities and things did you do while you're in Hawaii?
Oh, me being the photography nut, I drove around the island quite a bit. The guy's house I lived at, he used to call it me going around making my lap of the island.
The lap.
And it's about 105 miles around the island. And,
nice.
And I'd drive around and I'd take pictures of whales.
Whales. And what kind of whales are we talking here?
Humpback.
Humpback whales. And these are bigger than, what, school buses?
Yeah, about the size of a school bus.
Wow.
And they're, right now is their mating season.
Oh.
They come in late November, and they're there till April, mid-April.
So do you have to like censor these photos then and whatnot?
No. Because where they're at from where I used to go in an area right close to an area called Sandy Beach, which is on the southeastern corner of the island. And where the whales would mostly come up was probably anywhere from 3/4 of a mile to a mile and a half out.
That's really cool. You know, when I think about traveling to different areas, I think seeing different animals would be what I want to do. What other animals did you see there?
Monk seals.
Monk seals?
Yep, they hang out on the beach, and there's a monk seal protection group that if one comes up on shore, they'll hear about it, and they'll put ropes around it because they are federally protected.
How big are these things? Are they big?
A monk seal is probably anywhere from 6 to 8 feet long and probably 500 to 800 pounds.
So it's a big one.
Yep.
It's a big one.
And especially the female, if they're mostly when they come up on shore, they're usually coming up to get ready to give birth.
Yep.
And anybody gets anywhere near them, you might end up being monk seal food.
Oh, yeah? They'll get you?
They will go after you. As lumbering and as they look, I saw one move really fast at somebody because they kept poking him. And that female got upset and went running after the guy, and he took off screaming and crying.
I think that's just one of those basic things you shouldn't do is poke animals.
Mm-hmm.
Especially wild animals. And especially if they're 500-pound wild animals.
And you don't know how fast they move until you actually do see them move. And they can move really fast for as big as they are.
I imagine. Jeez.
And then what else I did, I went around, sunsets, rainbows, which Hawaii rainbows, that's the University of Hawaii Rainbows, that's their football, that's their school motto. Yeah, so yeah,
Hawaii.
I just roamed around and.
So a lot of it was good, but you did have a little bit of a scare while you were there.
Oh yes,
You were there during the. Well, what is there a name for the event?
They called it the Hawaiian. How did they word it? The
Scare
Hawaiian
of some sort?
ballistic missile alert scare.
The Hawaiian Ballistic Missile Alert Scare. You were there for that, and that's pretty crazy. We'll talk about that here in just a bit, but we're going to get into the music here on Indigenous Insights. We're going to start out with the powwow tunes. This first one is coming at you from Northern Cree. is Indigenous Insights, Eagle Radio's weekly Anishinaabe radio program. That was Bear Creek. Some good powwow tunes for you there, Stan. What do you think?
I liked it. It was awesome.
Some good stuff making you wish for the powwow this summer, right?
Oh, yeah. That's one reason I came home.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. It's shaping up to be a real good one, too.
Yep.
So we have a surprise for the listeners. My co-host Stan set up a great call-in here today. Why don't you go ahead and introduce our call-in?
This is my good friend from Hawaii, on the big island of Hawaii. He's the leader of a group called Lava, which Mitch has been playing. And I call him Lawrence. He said to call him Uncle Kalani. So go ahead, Uncle. you're an elder to me.
In Michigan.
Aloha.
How's it?
As I mentioned earlier, Hawaii doesn't have a football team like Michigan, but we have one of the most active volcanoes in the world and an ongoing eruption that started January 3rd, 1983. So, wow, that's over 35 years. Lava eruption.
You're sitting next to a volcano.
Yeah, right now we have snow on top of our mountains. Snow in Hawaii.
Oh, you do get snow in Hawaii. How much?
Yeah. So, snow in Hawaii is completely different from snow on the mainland. Here in Hawaii, we look forward towards seeing our first snowfall. That's when all the four-wheel drive trucks cruise up to the mountain, shovel a truckload of snow, drive down the road, and build snowmen on the front lawn in Hawaii.
That'd be great.
And all the neighborhood kids come on and just have a blast in the snow.
It lasts about 15 minutes and it melts.
Yeah, or you take snowboard up in the mountain, and 2 hours later, be longboarding on the sunny, sandy beach, only on the Big Island.
That'd be quite the experience. I mean, when we get snow, we just push it. We push it away. We take our shovels and we push it out of our way.
There, they bring it down to the warmer climate area because, especially up on the volcano, you're 9,000 feet altitude, and Hilo is right on the ocean. So
snow is fun. Snow can be a lot of fun.
It's so funny watching a bunch of Hawaiians up there playing in the snow that usually don't know how to traverse the snow really well. But we're really good on the sand.
Yeah. It's kind of like sand, just a lot colder, that's all.
Snowshoe slip us.
So we were kind of expecting your call, and we weren't sure when it was going to come in, but we were going to talk about, what was it called? The ballistic...
Hawaiian ballistic missile threat.
And you guys were both there present for this, so let's kind of talk about this for a second, and we'll come back to lava and stuff for sure, because we've been playing it on the show. I have kind of a Hawaiian section now, I guess you could say.
All right.
But
all right.
This is crazy. You guys were both... First of all, what was the date that this happened?
January 13th.
January 13th.
January 13th.
All right, Uncle.
First thing in the morning.
8:08 a.m.
8:08 a.m. Okay, let's start with you, Uncle Kalani. Where were you at that morning at 8:08?
Well, all the kids in my house, because I raised a couple of foster boys.
Yeah.
So they were up and all excited, telling me, Uncle, we have the emergency alert. The Koreans are shooting one nuclear bomb to us. And I was freaking out because there were no warnings except through our phones.
So that was the first way you're brought into it, is your kids there?
Yes, I was babysitting 2 of my grandchildren too.
Wow.
Two 8-year-old girls.
Wow.
So what I did is that, in Hawaii, we only have like about 12 minutes, 15 minutes once we get the alert and the bomb will hit. So what can you do in 15 minutes? So I just lift up my blanket because I was in bed and told the girls jump in bed with Papa. There you go.
I mean, it's funny now a little bit, but at the time that had to be just scary. So where were you at, Stan?
I was in bed up in Pacific Palisades, and my phone started buzzing like crazy, and I didn't have my glasses on, so I picked up the phone, and I didn't hear the siren, which is 4 doors down from me. So I thought it was something dealing with here. So I wasn't really worried about it. So I said, well, I'll go to the restroom, come back. I put my glasses on just to see what was going on. As soon as I turned on my phone, it says, emergency alert. Ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill.
You're looking at it right now?
I'm looking at it right now.
You still have the alert on your phone?
I have the alert on my phone.
Wow. This is not a drill, it says.
Yep.
I mean, that's just it's like a movie. It's like a movie, kind of.
And
hey, Stan, Stan, we usually just keep happy memories. I don't know why you're keeping that as a memory.
Well, it's something I've never experienced, even though I was in the Persian Gulf in the Navy, and we were being locked on by different missiles from different countries. But this was, laying in bed, and you get this.
A text message.
Jeez. They
But-
said it went out to 1.4 million Hawaiians.
Wow. But in defense of Stan, that's what we were talking about a bit ago. Stan had a lot of great times in Hawaii. I got to make a trip out. I mean, I want to go out. I want to eat some Hawaiian food is what I want to do.
There you go. Get you some poo-poos.
Some poo-poosh?
Poo-poo.
Poo-poo, just poo-poo?
Poo-poo. Finger foods.
I'd have to see it first. I mean,
It's,
take a sniff too, maybe.
where's divorce? It's just finger foods, but they call them poo-poos.
Huh. That's
And don't
interesting.
forget, you got to have Spam.
Spam, yeah, I heard about that.
Spam is the number one delicacy in Hawaii.
Well, so what did
Right? Am I right?
Yes, you are, Stan.
I've seen different things on TV when they mention Spam in Hawaii and stuff like that.
April 29th last year, I went to Spam Jam in Waikiki.
Spam Jam?
They block off about a 5-block area right on the main drag of Kalakaua Avenue. And they have all these food trucks that prepare Spam all the different ways. And I think they said there's 47 different kinds of Spam.
Wow. You see, people who aren't thinking right are like, Spam, what? But then you think about how many ways you can make Spam. There's going to be some good food there. That'd be real good. So I got to ask, because to me, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. He said he hopped in bed with his girls and they kind of huddled up. What'd you do, Stan?
I just laid back down in bed.
You laid in bed too?
Originally, I tried to call my son. And with the millions and millions, the millions of people trying probably to do the same thing, so I couldn't get through. So I sent him a text message on Messenger. It said, here, and I sent him the copy of the alert. And I said, at this point, I probably have about 8 minutes to live. So goodbye, I love you, and, everything's yours.
Everything's yours. That's just crazy. I mean, like I said, it's like funny now we chuckle about it, but at the time I can't even put myself in that mind frame. That'd be crazy. We're going to talk a little bit more about this in a bit, but for now we're going to send it back into the music here on Indigenous. This is some Blackstone for you. This is Indigenous Insights. We're back with Stan and Uncle Kalani. How's it going, guys?
Awesome.
Thank you very much for hanging out with me here today. I'm sorry to keep getting back on the subject because, I mean, it's got to be a little bit traumatic almost and a little bit scary, but you guys were there for the Hawaiian ballistic missile scare. And both you guys, I mean, you know, I don't know what I would do, but both you guys, in response to the scare, I went back to bed.
Nowhere to go. I mean, where we lived at, there's one road up and down. So if everybody had the same idea to get in your car and drive, I mean, on Oahu itself, traffic is nuts as it is. And you throw this ballistic missile thing in the middle of it all, even though it's a Saturday morning and you have people driving all over the place trying to get home, trying to get to their friends. My neighbor was a Honolulu police officer, and he said there were people driving 100 miles an hour trying to get home.
Wow.
People running red lights trying to get home.
Chaos.
Yeah, total chaos. And
So the message...
So the message was, just go back to bed.
Yeah. Well, the message on there, the text message or the alert you got, it says seek shelter. So, I mean, they're talking about, like, fallout shelters and stuff. Do you even know where any of those are there?
There are four on the island of Oahu, and three of them, I guess, were blocked off by heavy equipment and huge boxes. And the one that was on the University of Hawaii campus, which a lot of students went to, they found was locked.
Locked. Wow. So those ones couldn't be used. What about you, Lawrence? Did you know where to go? I mean, is there any shelter close to you?
Well, there isn't any shelter. There's caves, but I wouldn't go in any of it.
Caves.
I had my granddaughter. Well, we have lava tubes.
Oh, lava tubes. I see.
Then I didn't want to go underground. We found out the next day that there were a family that was trying to go into a storm drain. They opened the manhole covers. They were crawling down in the storm drain.
They pulled up a manhole cover and climbed down in. I saw that in the paper.
I guess so. Hey.
Yeah, you know, I mean, after that day, basically, Hawaii got caught with their pants down.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Jeez. I mean, the doors are blocked and people are diving down the sewers and stuff. That's crazy.
And then on top of all that, the governor couldn't say that it was a mistake because he forgot his password.
He forgot a password? What do you mean?
To send a message back out saying, this was a mistake, it was an error, don't disregard, blah, blah, blah. So we had to wait 38 minutes.
38 minutes was how long it lasted before it was called back.
Yep. And so that's why people were going crazy for 38 minutes.
Yeah, we expected the bomb to hit in 20.
Yeah. Yep. And that's why I was just laying in bed, and then I kept looking at my watch saying, okay, well, it only takes 15 minutes to get from a ballistic missile from Korea to Oahu. If that's where it was going to hit, then it was like, okay, it's already past 20 minutes, unless they didn't give it enough fuel or whatever. So
yeah.
Who knows?
Or maybe, I mean, I don't want to, I mean, maybe it's even something that hit us, wouldn't take out the whole area, but a smaller target. Were you guys, like, in an area, say they could only take out a certain area, an area of significance where they'd be targeted?
For me, what I think, if they were going to target anything, it would have been Honolulu itself.
Uh-huh.
Because if you get anywhere between Honolulu and the Inouye Airport now, it used to be called Honolulu International Airport.
And how far away are you guys from this?
I am 7 miles.
You're 7? What about you, Lawrence?
Well, I'm on a different island, so I'm on a big island of Hawaii. So
he's about 200 miles away.
200 miles away.
It was more scary for Stan because when he was staying at Pacific Palisades, you could see Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
And Pearl Harbor would be a good target for the Koreans. But I don't think their aim was that good.
No. But even if they hit anywhere near Honolulu, you got your financial center, you got your gasoline products being made down there, you got the airport.
Is it the most populated area?
Most popular. Well, it's like I said, it's your financial center of Oahu, Hawaii itself. Bang.
And it's a communication hub too.
Yeah.
Not only in Hawaii, but to continental United States as well as the Asian countries.
The main shipping port. Anything coming from the mainland comes to Oahu first, and then gets ferried over to the other islands. So
okay, so that probably definitely would have been the place. That's crazy. Well, luckily it was just kind of a mistake from a guy who doesn't know how to work computers. All right, so we're going to take another break here, get back into the music. When we come back, we'll shift gears here finally, guys. We won't talk about that anymore. We'll talk a little bit about Lava. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, this is Indigenous Insights. Let's get back into the music. You'll recognize this guy, Stan. Here's some Keith Secola.
My buddy.
The sky is blue, the grass is green, purple mountains, and something to complain about. My feet hurt, my hands ache, my heart's broke. Give me something to complain about. Why you don't love me anymore? Why you don't want me anymore? Why you don't need me anymore? You don't love me anymore? Want me anymore? Need me anymore? Life is good, life is grand, life is all that it should be. I need something to complain about. Overdue, underpaid, without you. I need something to complain about. Why you don't love me anymore? Why you don't want me anymore? Why you don't need me anymore? Love me anymore? Want me anymore? Need me anymore? Love me anymore? Want me anymore? Need me anymore? I need something to complain about. Give me something to complain about. I need something to complain about. Give me something to complain about. I need something to complain about. Give me something to complain about. Life is good, life is grand.
And we're back here on Indigenous Insights. We have our co-host Stan in the studio with us. Stan, thank you for being here.
Hey, no problem.
And we also have on the phone, we have Lawrence, Mr. Kalani.
Uncle Kalani.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Kalani. Wait, what'd I say?
Aloha.
You said Mr. Lawrence Kalani. Close enough.
I was getting there. All right, so we're going to shift gears here a little bit. We actually had both you guys on the show. When was that? This past summer?
Yeah.
This past summer. And that's when we got the CD from Lava. And well, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your band and go ahead and give credits to the rest of your bandmates and whatnot. The group Lava. Tell us about us.
Well, the thing is that we just put the group back together again for 2 years because I took a hiatus for like almost 12 to 13 years because my first job, my day job is I'm a youth counselor. So I developed 3 programs for kids in foster care. And one of the programs is higher ed. So I help kids get into college. I do financial admission. So, that was my priority job.
Yeah.
I mean, my music, I love music, but I put that on the side and I work for these kids. So some of the songs that I had written on the CD were written over 24, 25 years ago. And my son told me, who's a bass player, I taught him how to play bass. And he told me, Dad, you gotta do this recording, or else you're gonna lose your songs, and nobody's gonna have your songs again. So he convinced me to go in the studio and to do this.
Good.
And everybody asking me after 25 years, why are you doing it now? So I told them because I'm getting old.
That's the thing, like a song's like a poem or a painting.
No, I left a legacy for my family and my grandchildren.
Absolutely. So are you guys traveling around playing the music for crowds and whatnot? I mean, you guys got a CD out?
Yeah, before I did this recording, I did one song I wrote about sovereignty, and it's called Okanaka Maoli. And Okanaka Maoli is just like Native Hawaiian. That's the term that we term ourselves as, Kanaka Maoli. So I wrote this song called Okanaka Maoli, and I performed it at the Iolani Palace, January 3rd, 1993. It was January 17th, 1993. And it was 100-year observance of our illegal overthrow. That's when they told the Queen, get out. So I ended up over there, and we performed the song, and people went crazy when we performed that on stage. So I knew I had to record that song one day.
Asking humanity, right or wrong, it's done so long ago. Taking away our land, replaced by strangers' plan. Now time is right for us to take a stand. Kanaka Maoli, Oka'aina, destiny, can't you see? Oh, Kanaka Maoli, Oka'aina, got to stand for your right, Hawaiian sovereignty. Strangers' dream for a right was so wrong so long ago. Tears from another time continue in these eyes of mine, and I need to see things right, for time is now. Kanaka Maoli, Oka'aina, control your destiny, can't you see? Oh, Kanaka Maoli, Oka'aina, got to stand for your right, Hawaiian sovereignty. Asking humanity, right or wrong, was done so long ago. Tears from another time continue in his eyes of mine, and I need to see things right, for the time is now. Oh, Kanaka Maoli, Oka'aina, control your destiny, can't you see? Oh, Kanaka Maoli, Oka'aina, stand stand for your right, white sovereignty. You got to stand for your right, white sovereignty.
When you write your stuff, how do you do it? I mean, do you have a ritual even? You sit down and write in your coffee table?
Nothing that you can really plan. It just comes to me.
It just comes to you, okay.
I'll write a song. Yeah, sometimes I'll write a song in an hour. The tunes, the chords, everything will come to me. And I feel like it's given to me by a much higher power.
Really?
It's not coming from me, but it's coming from some spiritual place. So I'm always thankful. After I don't take credit for it, but I'm always thankful when a song comes to me.
So what comes first? Is it the lyrics or the music, the tune?
Sometimes I find chords, I play around with some music, and I add words to it. Like I did this song called Ocean Rider. Yeah, when I started playing with the chords, it gave me a sense like the ebb and flow of a wave. So I came up with Ocean Rider, and the words just came to me. And I really love that song.
And I love that song, too.
Very cool.
Well, Hawaiians, we use the ocean a lot. It's our spiritual place. A lot of Hawaiians, traditionally, we go to the ocean to heal ourselves and to take away all the bad things, the negativism within us. So we let that go in the ocean. And I wanted to forget that feeling when I wrote that song. So it's such a special thing for us to be not only surrounded by the ocean, but how we use it and how we approach the ocean. I would think it's just like the indigenous people on continental United States that might not be close to the ocean, but they have the same feelings going on the lake, have the same feelings going in the rivers, have the same feelings going up in the mountains. What's a word equivalent to mana, Stan?
I'm trying to think.
Minobamatsuan? Good life, that good way. I'd say that could be it, Minobamatsuan.
Mana is like a spiritual power.
I would say that's
like now you have Standing Rock, you have Mauna Kea. A lot of the people are fighting for Mauna Kea because they just develop all these observatories of their astronomy observatories, but it has such spiritual value to us. It's what re-energizes us. We call it's like the belly button of our culture. It comes from higher up. So that's why a lot of Hawaiians get all excited when people start building things up there. It interrupts with the mana, the spiritual power.
they robbed by, sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pits, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We fought in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall we kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it, and we've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help us sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption song. All I ever had, redemption song, redemption song. Ooh, yes.
Spring coming right along. Oh, about a nice way to ask her for a song. So I asked the mountain if she might want to move me. She said tell the rivers to wake up the lake. See, rivers take it from sky into home base, and yellow belly hawks know how to kill taste. of black hair. Sing, rape, and sing, show na fill the air.
Every now and then I take what the devil pays. I guess I've seen better days. Gypsy morning light still won't slam right. Whoa, oh, you stole me cold for days. Hold me one more time, baby, feel divine. Hold me one more time, standing on the edge of devotion. Oh, oh, you stole me cold for days. Heard a trumpet sound, and the sky began to weep. In the streets of San Francisco, nothing on my mind, oh, like a man out of time. Yeah, oh, you stole my cold for days. Babe, hold me one more time, make me feel divine. Hold me one more time, standing on the edge of devotion. Oh, now you stole me cold for days. Yeah. Oh yeah, hold me one more time, baby, make me feel divine. Yeah, hold me one more time, standing on the edge of devotion. Oh, now you stole me cold for days.
And another thing that I'm looking at now is that, looking at our history, is that a lot of First People and indigenous groups are getting together. Like we talked about the last time we Standing Rock. I mean, Hawaiians went there. Maoris from New Zealand went there. People from Africa, all indigenous groups got together, went up there to support you guys.
That's
As
right.
well as a lot of the Native Americans came up here to Hawaii to support us at Mauna Kea. So I'd like to envision one day for see a United Nations of indigenous people worldwide.
That'd be amazing. That'd be cool. Because, I mean, that's one of the things that those events, sometimes they're rough. Standing Rock was rough, but the communication, the friendships that come from that, it connects a lot of people, and that's important stuff.
Well, I think Standing Rock was more than just Standing Rock.
Yeah,
I think it was
absolutely.
time for us as indigenous people to get together and just figure out ways that we can move our people forward.
And, it sounds like there's already things happening. You guys have powwows there, Stan was telling me. I mean, you guys that's where you called from before, right? You called me from the powwow.
And that's where I met Lawrence. And
You met him at the powwow.
I met him at the powwow when they brought in Lava to perform 2 years ago. And
2 years ago.
I just absolutely loved the music he was playing, and they were doing a couple of animal songs, the old animals. And I asked him if...
I did one song when we performed there. So after our performance, I was walking around checking out some of the vendors at the event, and there was a kind of good group of Native Americans who were standing there, and they were looking at me. Some of these guys were like elderly gentlemen, so they kind of smiled at me, and we made eye contact. And one of the gentlemen said, "Three Dogs Night," because I performed the song One.
Mm-hmm.
And one was performed by originally performed by Three Dogs Night. So he remembered that. So he looked at me with Three Dogs Night. Oh, they got me all excited.
That's cool. So was the powwow? Is that some part of Hawaiian culture? Or is that something that was kind of brought over there? I don't.
It's last year when I did it. This year I was the MC. Last year I was the arena director. And that was the first time I'd ever seen hula incorporated with a powwow. And because where they do the powwow at is on Royal Hawaiian land, and so you have to have the hula and the halau, the hula troupe come over, and the leader come up and give a blessing because we're using their grounds. And so we respect their grounds.
Well, who was putting on what tribe was putting on the powwow then? Another tribe?
Not even a tribe. It's Jadine Webster and her husband. He's from Minnesota.
Okay.
And she's from Hawaii. And after they got married, they went up to Minnesota. And after about 2 months of midwinter cold, she said, "That's it. We're going back to Hawaii." So they've been back in Hawaii ever since.
As long as we can powwow, he says. Okay, I see.
And then the one in Honolulu this was the last year, I was the MC for the Honolulu powwow also, and that was the 42nd.
One is lonely stump loneliest number is the number one. No is the saddest experience you ever know. Yes, it's the saddest experience you ever know. One is the loneliest number that ever do. One is the loneliest number. Oh, it's just no good anymore since you went away. Now I spend my time making rhyme yesterday. Number one, he's the loneliest number that you ever do. One is the loneliest number. Oh, lonely, lonely. Lonely, lonely. It's the lonely, it's the lonely, it's the lonely, lonely, lonely. It's the lonely, it's the lonely, it's the lonely, lonely, lonely.
Almost heaven, West Makaha, High Ridge Mountain, crystal clear blue water. All my friends there, hanging down the beach, young and old among them, feel the ocean breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Makaha, Mount Kala, oh take me home, oh country road. I heard a voice in the morning, it calls me as though to remind me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I feel spirits coming to me from yesterday, yesterday. All my memories hold heaven on high. Brown skin woman, clear blue island sky. Daytime sun shines, oh so bright. Midnight moon a glowing, stars up in the sky. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Makaha, Mount Kala, take me home, country road. I hear a voice in the morning, constant calling, as though to remind me of my home far away. We driving down the road, I feel spirits coming to me of yesterday, yesterday. Almost heaven, West Makaha, High Ridge Mountain, crystal clear blue waters. All my friends there, sitting on the beach, young country road. Good for me back. White sand, clean water. Ooh, boy, that mountain smell like that. Feel of my country. What a place.
All right, so we're going to let Lawrence go here in just a bit. But first, Lawrence, for people interested in checking out your music and your band and what you're all about, where can they find your details?
I have a website called BigIslandLava.org.
BigIslandLava.org?
Yeah, and I have some pictures, I have some lyrics, I have some songs. I have links to the CD. The CD is out on iTunes.
Oh, on iTunes, okay.
Amazon. It's on CD Baby. So there's several places that you can get it online.
Very good, very good. All right, well, thank you very much for calling in. We'll let you get back to your warm weather and sunshine.
Or is it rainy over there?
Love to, I'd like to go up to Michigan and jam at one of you guys' event one day. So
hey, that'd be awesome.
That's gonna be I'll just put it on my bucket list.
Heck yeah. If you come up to this area, we'll bring you right into the studio. We'll film it. We'll record it here, and we'll put it up on YouTube and stuff, and then it'll be there forever.
Yeah.
That sounds great, man.
But you have to make sure you come in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling. We'll talk to you next time.
Okay, Mitch and Stan. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Thanks, brah.
Okay. Oh.
This world's gone crazy. At least that's what the headlines say. I don't know, it just seems like lately there's only bad news every day. They said a change was gonna come, but I don't think they meant for the worse. But when you look around, what's going down, it's like the whole world's caught up in some kind of voodoo curse. And I just wanna cry and fall on my knees. Oh, I just wanna cry, 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 cry and beg, Lord, please. Cry for resolution, cry for resolution, cry 'cause I know what it's like to lose. I just wanna cry with the people 'cause the whole world's got the blues. It's like we've lost our faith. It's like we've lost our innocence. Yeah, we wonder why things don't change. We're living without consequence. And Mother Earth feels it too. Well, she ain't been treated kind. The way the earth's been quaking and storms been shaking, and all our leaders have lost their minds. Oh, and I just wanna cry and fall on my knees. Oh, I just wanna cry, 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 cry and beg, oh please. Cry for resolution, cry for resolution, cry 'cause I know what it's like to lose. I just wanna cry with the people 'cause the whole world got the blues. Hey! Y'all make some noise for D-Wayne Stroke on that guitar. Turn it up. And I just wanna cry and fall on my knees. Oh, I just wanna cry, 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 cry and beg, about the blues. I just wanna cry for me. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
So the other day I was just sitting around talking to some homies about how I feel our people could use more self-love, especially the youth. Anyways, here's some medicine. Pass me that notebook, bro. Yo.
Asking native about immigration. Really? Hold up. Is you crazy? Think about your question, is you crazy? Create a prison system just to play me. Swearing up and down there ain't slavery. Genocide labeled as bravery. But walk on my mama who made me. Hold up. You crazy. let's take it back. I'll pop the trunk, we don't know how to act, we don't know how to act, we don't know how to act. You don't want it like that. Back up on the microphone, you're #1 native. I do it for the people, so no matter what they saying, G, no matter what they playing, B, no matter what we facing, we make it, we take it, remake it, then lace it. Our eyes are so ancient, yeah. Hair is so long, skin is so brown, spirit so strong, yeah. She is so smart, I am not worthy, so where do I start? Yeah. Get a grip, grip. Baby girl's lips though, woo. Baby girl's hips though, woo. Attraction so natural, it's silly. Kinda revolutionary, really. Loyal to my own, do you feel me? Loyal to my own, do you feel me? Music that's radical, actually masterful, magical, tactical, tangible, valuables. Yo, shit is casual, gradually laughable, fashionable, factuals. I am impassable.
Trail of tears and we still here. Wounded knee and we still here. Sand Creek and we still here. Cortez and we still here. Slavery and we still here. Smallpox and we still here. Boarding schools and we still here. Fuck what they talking about, still here.
Damn, it feel good to be a native. Damn, it feel good to be a native. Damn, it feel good to be a native. Man, it feel good just to say it. Yeah, it feel good to be indigenous. Yeah, it feel good to be indigenous. Don't it feel good to be indigenous? Damn, it feel good, man, I'm feeling us.
Yeah. You know that feeling? When you got your fresh Adidas on and your braids hella long, plus your game mad strong, and there's a power later on. You know that feeling? When the smell of fibers in the air and everybody's there and your old snag keep looking at you stink, but you don't even really care. You know that feeling? When your friend almost snagged their cousin and your family's kinda rugged and fridge full of commodity cheese, but you wouldn't trade it for nothing. You know that feeling? Ceremony at the end of the day. Crawling out that lodge like you and the baby's the same. Looking up at the stars, glad you got your end in ways. I know that feeling. I'm in the position of fishing for individuals, filling the mission of finding solutions outside of the system. In addition, demolition of politicians who put us in this condition. Listen, this is post-apocalyptic scripture. If the revolution pops tomorrow, but I get shot tonight, I come back from the afterlife and still stand with you. That's real. Red Eagle still the best, just chill. I don't really care how you feel. All my real natives know the deal, Keep living. Look at what your ancestors giving. And your mama Earth keep giving. She keep giving. Suicide, nah, I'm living. Trail of tears and we still here. Wounded knee and we still here. Sand Creek and we still here. Cortez and we still here. Slavery and we still here. Smallpox and we still here. Boarding schools and we still here. Fuck what they talking about, still here.
Damn, it feel good to be a native. Damn, it feel good to be a native. Damn, it feel good to be a native. Man, it feel good just to say it. Yeah, it feel good to be indigenous. Yeah, it feels good to be indigenous. Don't it feel good to be indigenous? Damn, it feel good, man, I'm feeling us. Damn, it feel good to be a native. Damn, it feel good to be a native. Damn, it feel good to be a native. Man, it feel good just to say it. Don't it feel good to be indigenous? Yeah, it feel good to be indigenous. Man, it's real good to be indigenous. Damn, it feel good, man, I'm feeling us. On my own land. On my own land, ayy. On my own land. On my own land. On my own land, ayy. On my own land. On my own land, ayy. Ayy. Oh man. Yo, Bless. You outdid yourself on this one, homie. Red Eagle. The tree. Chicana.
wanna Hawaii. How you wanna Hawaii, yo what? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo what? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo what? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo what? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo what? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo what?
Why is one man rich and another man poor? Why we ain't satisfied? Why we gotta have more? Why your suicide rates on the rest so high? Why I tell you the truth but you say don't lie? Why is being a good father at an all-time low? Why is it acceptable? Yo, why I don't know. Why she blame him and he blame her? It's useless. Ask yourself this question. Why you making excuses? Why do parents gotta bury their kids? Why we text and drive, not caring how scary it is? Why it's so hard to forgive and leave the past behind? And if you did, then that's divine. Why don't you help your brother when you see him fall? Why do we act like God don't see it all? Why do we call them black, them white, them Asians and use labels? Now that's racism.
How you wanna Hawaii?
Why?
How you wanna Hawaii, yo why? How you wanna Hawaii?
Why?
How you wanna Hawaii, yo why? How you wanna Hawaii?
Why?
How you wanna Hawaii, yo why? How you wanna Hawaii?
Why?
How you wanna Hawaii, yo
Why is
why?
there innocent people locked up for life? While some people can't say nothing nice. Why do we always gotta question what all of it means? And why won't you follow your dreams? Tell me why. That night when you took my dad, why'd you let me see my grandpa cry? And tell me why. And why do you choose to hide, even though you was born to fly? And tell me why. And why don't we turn from all the hate? And why don't we learn from all mistakes? Why do I keep on wrecking these fat beats? And teachers don't make more than professional athletes. And why? And why? And why? And why? And why? And why?
How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo why? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo why? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo why? How you wanna Hawaii? How you wanna Hawaii, yo why?
Tatkwa mga tsuwa. Gan! Aha, yeah, tatkwa mga. Aha, mabana nedo kitot ni magpini ekya. Kinawe sin chindigisan magpini wayachik. Mishwetgo na ptigo kibiok. Minana wesisak hiao. Na da shobeshik pskodebshikya. Wenshi pskodebshikya.
Buffalo.
Minana amek. Mina shishkun.
Skunk? Sounds like it.
Shishkun.
Shishkun.
Nanen 8,000 na amek. 8,000.
It's got the little tail.
Yeah.
Muskrat.
Miwa. Yeah. Wagosh.
Fox.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Minana mine gun. Minana wawashkesh.
Moon deer.
Wabus.
Rabbit.
Minana pork na. Okay. Mabalenda ni ndo ashik. Agak.
Porcupine.
Minana. Migan dekkene wesiak minana moose es na casa. Kena es na wesin kyao. Kawi bematsit giasi. Bematsit. Wishi bematsit. Nene kweo kagiasio wesi kwetwa. Minash na gibe, Jesus gibe. Jesus gibe. Chish pemingo di gibe. Minanin gitte non totoshke bingon san. Chisagegan ganin gitte non. Minanin nin. Ano nang ni Zibinsan gitte non. Mishne obeneshi ko gagi picture. What's your picture?
Ramen?
Miigwech. Miigwech.
Dindisa?
Miigwech.
Blue Jay.
Minana. Kakakachi.
Raven.
Kinashagi yauk, Nashugaban West na, Penishiki yauk. Minama Pimbing, being a yachik, Shishibak, which is Nakazjek, Mapigeto Toshbik Temagak, Nageshagida, Mishiken. Missane, Mabana, Jesus, Neo the Chishpeming bit, Kini. Kibenisse besa. Mishwaba mapi abigebenisse beset, mapi a king. Migi bodit mapini, tash kamek. Abana, Jesus. Missene. Mishna, Tigok Shaden gi Jagsog. Iskedemgat, Tego gi Jagsog. Yeman de Mijish gi Jagdeanen. Minana. A kegi Gedemgat. Watch was as what Peshen Bish name. Saganet Temga gi Gedemgat. Missanak, Kege wasting a addiction that what you wasting. Gigjibuelk. When she was Gijibwe. When she met to
Run.
Gotcha.
Run away.
Gijibwe can the way see. Miss Marana Beshik Nam Kamakan that what you way sees. Mini hen and dumb. Aye, then I saw I shouldn't you get your boy out, then dumb sir. Michel that Skena Kedas the shit together. The shit together, Kedoxa. Mabanya Portuguese, swimming the sign. Kedoxa. Miigwech mat, Canan way seen, not motion. Oh, anyway, not Maxine. Mr. Maban the oceans, Nam Kamakan that. Keep us out to that. Ha needs Sakeda. Ningan the shit kedasa. Mr. Mabana Chobginoji. Now, Chobginoji. Give a shot chenda. Mission the wind. Wind get up, none and then gison. None get up, none gison. We should then mention Nanja. I hope we begin nothing. Nandan nan gison. Missane. Contact with Siak, walk mat, Nandan Mabanam, Chobino Genius Chiganet, Missini, Gainat Mosiat, Igjibuel, Missing Widget, Skena not the most shake, it does, Missini, can give me Kinjoganat, and then he be shouting at Magiat. Misoden and then swimming nap gisan and then not gisod. Nap gisan. Midash mabana. Chuabgino chingish now said Mabana. Get mana. Nepachnik essence. When sure. Nepachnik essence.
What is that?
And there's no so. Manda.
Mole?
It's a big one.
Mi wak chuab ginochin ma beshnauza, wabginochin, I should tassen. Mi maba engineer and chip squanic, musquanon nin toninji mpi. Minash pi menchkonat nen nangi son, mini gijagde non niederschwante gine nakskanon. Gine nakskanon. Zamma bagizes. Kikshisa. Penchkonat nandan, minani to Josh, and chip squanic gay, and chip squanic, some pinchkonat nen, Shapkisani nawa, Shapkisa, Maba. Minashni, Pia Eda Panat nen, Gisun, Ani Bzangwabe, Kadish Inishes no. Mimaba, Nango engineer, and just now zitwe, Manda, Nanjane Pachnike sit. Jinau sit. Minoni, Mienji Gibingwe.
Blind, almost.
Gibingwe.
Yeah.
Gibingwe. Mienji Gibingwe, Mapa. Miwe, the Batchmos, Egating. Minadish, Bajino Kongi Kendan Manda. Eko kaukchwa sausno. Maba nepachne keses. Dishpin wapmat wije nepachne keses. Aha, when is sure? Wije nepachne keses. Wije.
Your friend or someone who's accompanying you?
The Beshkoganan Queo. Nuiche que chess. Nuichi Kwe Brenda, Nuichi Kwe Kaylee.
Friends?
Magin Nuichi Kwe Linda. Kinwa Kawi, Nene Zamgatawin.
Girlfriend?
Ka, Weeche.
Teacher and student?
Ka.
No?
Your fellow something?
Pishkogna nasap.
Friend.
But you gotta be the same sex to say it.
Kwe.
Yeah. And then me and him do the same thing. But
Kinwa, which nene.
Oh, they're
Kwe.
Woman friend.
Mishwaba nasap, nepachne kesen, Weeche, nepachne kesen, Tishpin, Nepot, Wishin Nebo.
Deceased?
Dead?
Maba na nepachne keses, Wishin nepachne kesen, Tishpin Nebot, Maba, Dumwan.
Cannibals?
Dumwan.
Other ones will eat it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose they're hungry.
Maba Dumwan ne Wijine Pachne kesen. Kaingich sin kuwe. Endang, Gaye Dibiri Gamanchiba Wegek. What the basic endang. We warming. Maba endang. Maba nam. Tetbese young meat. Then down. Ma Peters ni gan ni shletem gat ni at Kenny at kissing when she's a cat we month we was showing it temgak. What's such going to temgat? Pito wigwames.
Cage?
Pito wigwames temgat. Mapishkwan dem temgat. Mandana sap. Wishon de shakatek. Pishko de kuching at temgat.
A shed?
Mission the Gibby get on the Casey Baba P. Makone young na. Mishi bin get o opposite que, Naksha, bunch get que, Ibin get. Ekshep, the stickshep, P.S. Kusia, Ning Kuchingisha, not young now, the Kuchin Sungisha. Give up mothers, Mapa, Nebot. Nebot. Zamshening gitto nani. Komchigan.
We got smushed.
Ne maba. Ich bin ne Bayachanda. Ngwasagan. Ngwasa. Nikya.
Trap.
Bigi Besha. Shwang Shatingi Samaningi Shitchiga. Pama na. Maba na. Banchiget que. Bibinget. Ginendam. Maba. Ngatapana. Nguchangapagana. Ginendam. Leadership given marsh the case mude bitten the na mapa ne pash the cases kina leadership PS kawiya kiram go chingi nap nami hayasi leadership nani minjid whippy mapa na makoises kibatino what gi bibin geok ni at ni mandani at ne ab pito etemba ni vine shegi bin gyakundak nak kantek ne pachne kinsisak mi de shobe shikne ne Miigwech ma nak ni mo sonaga shoebak mi de shenak chwap pasagna na chwap mi de shekret kedasa moto keketa moto Maba, Gaby Nabeshik Nasap, ni Motok. Motok.
After he dies, the other ones will eat him up?
Miigwech. Motok.
Of his own kind? Yuck.
Oh, nikit. Mi kantek ni kashiken mageni. Na how Miss Whitney got ching the batchmoas up with ya. Okay, Kawanan got in the batama. Na how Bama Pini, the Paya man, Minan go eases.
Next month?
Miigwech.
Miigwech,
give us a like.
We're living on Indian time. Are we singing here? Nothing could be finer than singing 49ers, living on Indian time.
This is Eagle Radio's weekly Anishinaabe radio program. I'm your host, Mitch. My co-host this week, Stan Spruce, in the studio with us. Stan, thank you so much for hanging out this week.
Hey, it's been my pleasure.
Stan has been here. He's put up with me for the entire time. He had a call-in set up from Uncle Kalani.
Uncle Kalani from Hilo, Hawaii.
From Hilo, Hawaii. And you said that you're back in the area for good now.
I moved back for good. 1 ballistic missile threat and 2 tsunamis was enough for me.
That's right, tsunamis were there too, eh?
Yep.
What about the powwow? Are you going to travel back for the powwow at all?
I don't think so.
No?
If I do go back to Hawaii, it's just I have a friend of mine that's getting married in June, so I might go back for that for just a couple of days, but I wouldn't stay for weeks on end again.
I see.
mean, I've done everything I need to do in Hawaii.
How long of a flight is that?
Oh my God. Well, it's about an hour and a half to Chicago. Then you got however long of a layover. And then you got about a 4.5 hour flight to the West Coast, and then about a 5.5 hour flight from the West Coast to Honolulu.
That's a good trip. It's a good trip. So if you get that bug to travel again, do you have another location on your mind then?
If I did go back anywhere, I might even simply just go to either San Diego to visit some friends of mine, or else go down to Florida again. I haven't been to Florida in many years.
Oh, yeah. Is there anywhere you haven't been before that you got the itch to go?
When I was in the Navy, I went to 33 countries.
Oh, you've covered the area then.
Yeah. I have never been anywhere on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah?
I was stationed in San Diego, in San Francisco, Alameda, and in Hawaii. So all my trips overseas were on the Western Pacific side. So I've never been to the Eastern side, and I would love to, if I ever got a chance, I'd love to go to Germany to see the castles.
There you go. Well, wherever you go, you better give us a call, and we'll do a call-in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're starting to run out of time here on this Saturday. Before we sign off, it's time for This Week in History. We'll send it over to Stan.
This Week in History is called Understanding the Present by Honoring the Past. This week in 1973, the Siege of Wounded Knee begins. It lasted until May 8th, 1973.
This week in 1973. Where were you in 1973?
I was just about to graduate from high school.
Do you remember those events taking place?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
And what was reported on that at that time?
I was in Detroit. I lived in an area called Garden City, just outside of Detroit. And I was, mostly hanging out with friends. But I knew about what was going on. And being in school, being the only Native American in an all-white school, every time something came up involving Native Americans, or at the time Indians, I was supposed to know every answer.
Yeah.
But I understood what they were doing, and I watched when I would see it on the news with my parents. And
How was it portrayed in the media? Were they portrayed as like violent protesters and like as bad guys, I guess I should say?
I don't even remember them doing much. It was only like a couple of minutes here, a couple of minutes there. It's not like, unfortunately, the school shootings nowadays where they have
it's covered
24/7 for a week or longer, where back then it was just a couple of minutes here, a couple of minutes there.
Just touched on it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right. Well, thank you very much. I think that's about it. We'll have to get you back on the show again for sure.
Oh, no problem.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I live so far away, only 5 miles. So
yep.
Give me a call. I'll be here.
Perfect. All right. This is Indigenous Insights. We'll talk to you next time. Bama P.
Bama.
Born on the rails, red, white, and blue. Yeah. Never had the things your mama gave to you. No, I was born on the reds. I like a good powwow. Yeah, not a bad way to live. Look at me now. Yeah, look at me now. Yeah. the same bed. Head butt to butt and head to head. I never had a lot of money, but we had a lot of love, yeah. My mama taught me to pray to the spirit up above, 'cause I was born on the razor red, white, and blue, yeah. Never had the things that your daddy gave to you, no, no. Well, I was born on the res, I like a good powwow, yeah. Not a bad way to grow up, look at me now, yeah, look at me now, yeah, look at me now. My mama raised us all by herself. Hey, 5 little kids on an old dirt road all by herself, yeah. We took our baths in an old wash tub. Never had a lot of money, but we had a lot of love, yeah. I was born on the red, white, and blue, yeah. I never had the things that Santa Claus gave to you, no, no. Born on the res, I like a good powwow, yeah. Not a bad way to grow up, look at me now, well, look at me now, yeah, look at me now, yeah. I never turned out so bad. White and blue, yeah. I never had the things Uncle Sam gave to you, no. I was born on the res, I like a good powwow. Don't you love a good powwow? Not a bad way to live. Just look at me now, look at me now. Hey, look at me now. Hey, look at me now.
Space, no